Hello everyone, it is Friday and it is mystery stamping day. So I'm so glad that you could be here today. I have a really fun project for us to do. I had given you the dimensions to make this mystery card. The designer series paper that I'm going to be featuring during this mystery stamp is this really pretty pansy set. It is just gorgeous. This is the paper that you will receive for those of you that signed up for the Loved Stampers Monthly Card Club. You're going to be getting a package of these. Really pretty paper. And I mean, just amazing. So like, for instance, with this paper, it does come in a 12 by 12 sheet. I just cut this down for shipping reasons. And with the dies that come with this suite, the pansy dies, these are just so awesome. So you can take one of the dies and it fits perfectly over these really pretty pansies. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can cut them out. And I've done that because we're going to be using these on our mystery card. So you can cut out the big ones, you can cut out the smaller ones. It's just such a really pretty set. And this is a set that I plan on using a lot, so I really love it. And the stamp set is just gorgeous. We're going to be using this stamp set as well. So, all right, so let's get stamping. So I had given you all the dimensions. I had told you to have a piece of either white or vanilla cardstock, and it's the 8.5 by 5.5. You needed a piece of designer series paper. There was a dimension for a bigger one. There was also dimensions for 2 smaller pieces. And then for the white, I asked you to cut out a label or a tag. And then there were some dimensions for some other basic white paper. On this thread that I have for this video, if you would like to make this card, post your card in this thread, and I'm going to be picking someone to receive the kit to make this beautiful card. So please get your posts here on this page. That would be great. All right, so let's get going. Hello, Sandy. I did see your question yesterday about if I just use the Stampin' Seal. I do use the Tombow glue occasionally. I primarily use this when I'm doing intricate gluing. I did try and make it or use it on my card, my sample card for this. I guess I prefer to use the Stampin' Seal only because it's dry instantly. But for bigger projects, you could use this because it does have a nice base at the bottom. It's kind of wonky right now because I used it this morning for my card. So I hope that answers your question. All right, so take your piece of paper, and what you are going to do is score from each end 2 1/4. So you're going to score right here and then simply fold that in. So your card will open this way. Okay, we will start with the inside of our card. All right, so you need to grab your designer series paper. I believe this was 4 by 5, if I'm not mistaken. And this one sheet of paper has 2 sides, so we're going to utilize both sides. So for this, I'm going to use this checkered pattern to be showing. So I will use my Stampin' Seal, and again, you could always use your Tombow glue. I just like the fact that this is already dry. All right, so we will just line this up and put this on the inside of our card, just like that. Then you're going to take your bigger piece of the white paper, and I believe this is I want to say 3x4. I'm not 100% sure. But you're going to take the bigger piece and we're going to stamp. So we are going to make a really pretty inside. And where's my flower? This is the flower that I would like. And I have my leaf that I'm going to use. So we'll do the leaf first. So I'm going to be using Granny Apple Green. And I will juice this up. And then I just have a scratch piece of paper because I want to stamp off. I don't want a really dark image inside. So I'm just going to stamp off and scratch. And then put my, that didn't work well, did it? All right, flip. Let's try that again. All right, stamp off. Put my image there, and then I'll do one more. So what's nice about paper, you can just flip it over. There we go. I'm done with the leaf. So now I'll grab my pretty flower. And for this flower, I'm going to use the new in color, the polished pink. And I'm going to stamp off again. So I just have a piece of scrap paper just off to the side. And put my image right there. All right. Doesn't look like much now. Just hang on, you'll see. Then what you'll want to do, I'll close this. I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella and just color in. It'll kind of pull in some of the pink. And it'll also give you a little sparkle. So I don't know if you can see the shimmer. So we're going to put this on the side so it can dry for just a moment. And next, pull out your 4 pieces. So you have your 2 designer series pieces and you have your 2 white. What we're going to do is attach these onto here. So I will do that real quick. Oh, that's not straight. Just straighten that out. There we go. So we have that. We'll just straighten that out. Perfect. All right. So now we'll come back to this. It's had a moment to dry, and we're going to adhere it to the center of the inside of our card. All right, so you'll just want to put that right in the middle. Isn't that a really pretty color, purple? I just absolutely love that. It's so pretty. All right, so now what you are going to do is take your 2 pieces. You're only going to put glue on 1/2 of it. Okay, so even less than half. All right, we'll do the same thing on this one. Okay, now close your card, and you want to put your layered paper on your card just like that. Now the other one, you want to take the glue side and put it on the opposite side. I have done a card similar to this a couple months ago. So your card will open like this. Isn't that cute? All right, so we'll put this on the side and we will work on our label. All right, so we are going to stamp, and I'm going to use the polished pink again. And I'm using the sentiment, let's see here, the little things you do make such a big difference. So I'm going to be using that. Just ink that up. And I'm placing mine, and you can do yours any way that you like. I'm putting mine towards the top of the circle. There we go. All right, so on that designer series paper, there was this sheet here of these really pretty pansies. So I had taken the die set and I cut out some of them. So we're going to layer some of these on our card. So what we will do first is we will actually attach this to our card base first, just so that we know where to line up these flowers, because we want to make sure that we're still able to open the card. Oops. So I'm putting my dimensionals at the top part of the card. I don't want it to stick to both tabs. Just putting it right in the center, just like that, so you can still open your card. I'm just going to tuck it in there. All right, now I am grabbing some little flowers, and we'll just try and play with them and see how they best line up. So I think this is pretty. I think we'll put the yellow one up there because of the pink letters. And I think we'll do something like that. All right, so I'm attaching these with dimensionals. And again, you want to make sure it's attached just to the label, not to the bottom. So you do not need a lot of dimensionals. That right there. And then we'll put our yellow one right up there. And I think we'll use the pink one. Whoops. And we'll put that one, we'll just kind of tuck that one under. There we go. All right. So then I will take the Wink of Stella again and go over these flowers. I just put a couple little swirls on them. You could go ahead and put a gem in the middle of each of these, but you would want to do that before you do the Wink of Stella, because the Wink of Stella is kind of wet, and when you try to adhere an embellishment on there, it kind of doesn't really stick. There we go. And then I also said to grab some twine. I believe it was 12 inches-ish. So we'll cut a piece. And I'm just going to fold it in half and in half again. And we're going to tie a bow. What I want to do is cut the bottom so I have all separate strands. All right, actually, I may have cut this a little too short, but we'll see. There we go. Just straighten that out a little bit. Okay, that one didn't go in, but that's okay. We'll just trim it back there. And we'll attach this pretty bow to our card. And again, I will use some of these mini glue dots. I'm going to use 2 because I want to make sure it sticks. one on each side of that knot. And did that come off? There we go. Right at the top, just like that. All right, so here is our mystery card. Isn't this cute? I just think that's really pretty. I love this purple and I love the sparkle. And then to close it, you just kind of tuck it in. Isn't that nice? And then here I made one earlier this morning. I just used a different piece of the designer series paper in that pack and just flipped it. And on the back side of this paper was this really pretty yellow. I really like that. So make sure you put your designs in this link, and I will be picking someone to get the kit to make this card. You'll have all these punched out for you. You'll get the label, the paper, you'll get everything that you need, and I will get that out in the mail to you. You will have until Sunday to get your entries in, and then I will be picking someone and I will mail it out. Also, don't forget about the Hello Summer special. I do have some names already written on some of the tags on the tokens. So once I accumulate 25 tags, I will be picking someone to win a free stamp set, $25 value. It's a stamp set of whatever you choose within that $25. To get tokens, if you place an order for $30, every $30 you get a token. You sign up for one of my classes, online or in person, you get a token. You bring a friend to the class or you refer a friend that makes a purchase, you get a token. Host a party, a book party, online party, in person. I do Zoom parties, so where you invite a bunch of people, I do the whole workshop, and you get the benefits of getting a whole bunch of free stuff. So a qualifying party will get you 2 entries. So that is all I have for you lovelies today. I will see you next week. I do have the summer retreat going tomorrow, so I will be hosting that. And I hope you all did not miss out on that, because we are going to be having a lot of fun, a lot of fun. The next retreat I'm planning will be in fall. So if you have not signed up for the summer, be sure to watch out for the fall. And that is all I have. All right. Well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and be safe.